Hi, friend. It's Laura Winters, your host of Miracle in Time podcast and owner of Your Light Holistic Therapy and Wellness LLC. You are a miracle, plain and simple. It's a miracle you are here. A miracle changed my life, and maybe this is the miracle that will change yours. Here we go. Hello, friend. I want to do a follow-up of the My Dad episode because I am not blaming anybody. I want to bring some awareness that helped me to release some of this, and that when I was working with my therapist, um the one day, I'm going to go back a little bit. So knew that I needed a new therapist. And with all of the health issues that my dad is going through and like this anticipatory grief, this is like what I do is like I anticipate death and I hold on as tightly as I can, even knowing what I know about the other side. But I hold on as tightly as possible and I grieve all the time for that moment to happen, whether that's, I remember with my soulmate dog, Gilligan, like, I grieved his death for like probably 7 full years, like every day. It's just like insanity, right? So anyway, yes, so that's how I found my therapist. I looked up a grief therapist and she's amazing. And anyway, so we were talking about abandonment and rejection. And the thing that she said is something to be very mindful of is intent. So the intent behind the action. So I know for certain that my dad had no intention of breaking my heart, had no intention of abandoning me in terms of like what I needed him for, right? Like he didn't up and leave or anything like that, but that I felt abandoned by his actions or the way something worked out that I didn't think was going to happen a certain way. And so, yeah, so she brought up this good point of intent. So it's one thing when someone is actually like intending on hurting you and abandoning you. And then there's another thing when there isn't the intent there for that. Now, I'm sure that it lands the same way in the body. But logically knowing that can possibly make a difference. And so, especially in terms of forgiveness, right? Like maybe it's easier to forgive somebody. And by forgiving somebody, you're actually like forgiving and releasing yourself. That you can get to a place of forgiveness sooner rather than later and allow those emotions to flow and move out of you. And that's not to say they don't come up again in your life, or circle back around, because that happens a lot, but that they really can move. And so I thought that that was really important to just bring up in terms of these feelings and emotions that are moving through me. Is like, hey, we can still, like, I still go back and reflect on all of the things that I write and say. Like, because nothing, like I said, nothing is ever set in stone. We're always healing. We're always moving through something. And that's just being human. And that's being a healing human. And yeah, so it's like, just reflecting on how can we get to a place of healing, which is forgiveness, in this moment, forgiving my father and this reflection of my father for the experience. And that helped me to grow. It helped shape me, whether that's positive or negative. Um, and helping me to be the person who I am. And in the learning, it's remembering exactly who I am and not who I needed to be for him. Yeah. So I hope this was helpful, my friend, and I hope you have a great day.
Thank you for listening to Miracle in Time podcast. Please subscribe, leave a comment, and share with a friend. If you would like to know more about me or my services, please visit yourlightllc.com.